you want us to answer.
Ma'am, is this a revision session?
Sorry?
Is this a revision session?
No, this is not a revision session. This is a doubt clearing session. Any questions or any clarifications that you require from any topic?
Is this a revision session?
No, this is not a revision session. On Wednesdays, you usually have a doubt clearance session. No? So this is that session. There's no revision session as such.
Ma'am,
Yes, Anuj, go ahead.
ma'am, in qualifier, only comprehension type questions will come.
There will be all kind of questions. Whatever is your pattern of questions in graded assignments and otherwise, and mock. I think the mock should have been released by now. So whatever you see in there, you will have those pattern of questions.
And ma'am, how many questions will be there from English part?
Many? Yeah, about 40 questions.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Ma'am,
Yes, Kishore.
ma'am, in case of modal verbs, we have to read all of the modal verbs taught in the lecture, or you will give some of the important modal verbs.
There's nothing called important model verbs. Whatever you have in the lecture, they're all important. You have to learn them. You need to learn their use. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, also, ma'am, conjunctions and ma'am, all of these, ma'am, we have to read all of these, or you will give some importance. No.
No. There is nothing called giving you important questions. We don't do that here. If you have got any questions, anything that you have not understood, you can ask it here. But there's nothing called important topics. You barely have which batch are you from? English 1 or 2?
English one, ma'am. I am a
So
qualified
it's just
student.
4 weeks, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And I think out of that, the fourth week content is not even. What is the fourth week? Speaking, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Those
So all of
telephonic.
them. Yeah. So you have to watch all the lectures. You have to go through all the graded as well as the practice assignments. You also have to look at all the lecture slides. All of that is important for your exam.
And ma'am, another question, ma'am. Whatever we have in our assignments and graded assignments, that much will come in the exam, or other. Ma'am, I
Yeah,
think.
that should be more than enough. That's sufficient. If you have done that much, then it's more than enough.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Thank you.
how much? Please, could you repeat?
Sorry,
How much you have said?
how much of what?
You are saying that much is sufficient.
Whatever has been given to you, whatever you're asked to do in the course, including all the assignments, that's all important for you for the exam.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, and around how many questions will come in the exam?
We just answered that about 40 questions, right?
Okay.
Ma'am, I have a doubt regarding this. Oblivion has one long vowel or all short? Oblivion, so Lee is long, I think.
No, I think Oblivion has all short vowels. See, you don't have to
Instead,
say
is giving of Lee sound.
You are saying it as oblivion. It's not oblivion, it's oblivion. That additional length is your articulation. The original word doesn't have that. It's oblivion. It only has short vowels.
And ma'am, how to pronounce S-A-N and sun? Sun we I know, but S-A-N what we pronounce?
S-A-N.
Yes, san or
I don't know what word is that. S-A-N.
S-A-N-S.
Sans. Oh, okay. Yeah. Where did you
Sans
see that?
or
Yeah. That's
sans.
not an English word actually.
It's not.
It's not an English word, as in it's a borrowed word. Where did you find that?
Ma'am, in for that graded assignment, first one.
Oh, that one. Okay. Yeah, it's sans only. You pronounce it as sans.
Sans.
Yeah.
And here is sun. Suns and sans.
Which is the other one? What is this one is sans. S-A-N-S is sans. And what's the other
And
one?
son, daughter, son, like this. Son.
Okay, sans.
Sons and sans. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, shouldn't it be sans? Because it means excluding.
What is excluding?
Meaning of sans.
Excluding or without. That is what it means.
It should. Shouldn't it be pronounced as sans?
No, it is sans.
Sans.
Yes. Sans. The last sound is also z, not s. Sans.
Okay, sans.
Ma'am, could you please tell me, is this a practice assignment session?
Sorry?
Ma'am, is this a practice session or a revision session?
Not a practice session. Wednesday sessions are doubt clearance sessions, right? So every week on Wednesday, 5 to 6, we have doubt clearance session.
Okay, ma'am.
Hello.
Ma'am, what is dig in mean?
What is?
Dig in. Phrase. This is the phrase. So what's it mean?
Weren't clear. I didn't hear you properly. What was that?
Dig in. D-I-G.
Dig in. Okay, dig in. Yeah. So what's the question?
What's this phrase mean? I think to take more information. But
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Ma'am, but in the answer key, I have practiced one PYQ from a site. They are given to eat greedily.
No. That is not what. So in informal or conversational English, people do use digging to mean that, but you are not expected to know that one. This digging is the meaning that you had provided before, right? This is not that. The
Okay.
second meaning that you gave is usually used in informal conversations.
Okay, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
I have two doubts. Can I write in chat?
Yeah. You can do that.
Okay. This is previous year question actually. I'm sharing it.
Ma'am,
Chat is not available.
That is not available. Okay, just a moment. She will make the changes.
Okay.
Yeah, meanwhile, somebody else had a question. Who was
yes,
that?
ma'am. I have a doubt regarding the placement of adverb. Actually, for example, I say she knows. She only knows cooking. She knows only cooking, or she knows cooking only. So what are like?
You're talking about focus adverbs, right? So in general, they're fluid. So depending on which segment of the sentence you want to emphasize upon, you can move them from one position to another. And particularly, focus adverbs have that property.
Ma'am, what are
So
focus
anywhere in the sentence, whichever part of your sentence you wish to emphasize, you can move your focus adverbs to that position. Okay.
Ma'am, what are focus adverbs, ma'am?
What are focus adverbs? Do not watch lecture.
Ma'am, watched, but I'm not able to recollect.
So as the name suggests, focus adverbs are what provides you focus, right? You want to move the focus of your sentence to a particular part. So what was the example you just gave? She only knows cooking.
Yeah, she only
Ah.
knows cooking. She
So
knows only cooking, or she
she
knows
knows
cooking.
only cooking. Yeah.
She
So
knows cooking only.
basically, so if I take just one of the example that you gave me, she knows only cooking, right? So the focus is on the act of cooking, right? So it's giving you a only as a focus adverb is giving you a meaning of limitation. This is the only skill, or this is the only thing that this person knows. She knows only cooking, not driving or not anything else, no, whatever the action is, only cooking. So the focus adverb is only, which is giving you a limiting function, right?
And then
So
what is the meaning of
similarly,
she only knows cooking?
she only knows cooking. I think that both of those sentences should mean the same. So sometimes that also happens. For example, I think in one of the exercises that we looked at, there was one sentence which said, my phone only call so and so. Okay. And then another sentence was, my phone only
What
makes.
if the sentence is she knows cooking only?
She knows cooking only. I
Yes.
don't know. That is not a right sentence. You don't use focus adverbs at the end. Usually, adverbs are not used at the end of sentences at all. That's a grammatically wrong sentence.
Ma'am, with the change in the position of adverb, the meaning also changes.
Yeah, the meaning changes in the sense the focus shifts and the part that is emphasized in the sentence changes.
Okay.
Ma'am, one doubt I have. Hope is a word. So what will be its adjective? Hopefully or hopeful?
What is the word hope?
Hope. We are
Oh.
saying he is a hopeful person. So hopeful here is a adjective, and sometimes we say that was a hopeful event. Hope or hopefully, how this can be used? Adjective of hope is hopeful or hopefully.
Hopeful. It has
Ma'am,
to be hopeful.
ma'am, but answer is given hopefully.
Which question is that?
This
Hopefully is not an adjective. Hopefully is an adverb. Which
okay.
question is that? Can you please point that out?
Ma'am, I have a screenshot. This allows to send me.
No. So tell me which week this is and whether it's a graded assignment or
Ma'am, this is of
practice.
a site question. I think of PYQ one.
PYQ. Okay. That maybe we don't have access to. But no, the answer is wrong. Whatever that question is and wherever it is from, hopefully is an adverb. Hopefully is your adjective.
Okay. And one more. This phrase is to get one's affairs in order. Means?
To get one's affairs in order. What is this? This is a phrase that you have.
This is a phrase, yes.
And what's the
Its
question?
meaning. Its meaning.
The meaning of to get one's affairs in order. To organize. That's what it means. To arrange or organize.
Okay, ma'am.
Could be anything. Affairs could refer to anything, but it basically means to organize or to arrange.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, go ahead.
Could you let us know how many questions we can expect in the qualifier, and if there are any audio type questions that we have to prepare
No,
for?
no audio type questions, and we'll have about 40 questions.
40.
Thank you, ma'am.
No audio.
No, no, no audio.
Ma'am,
In
40 or
quiz one
14?
also. In quiz one, no audio.
No, no, we do not have a provision for audio. We have removed those kind of questions. So you don't have to have any earphones or anything. You don't have to carry them. No audio questions.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, I have sent 2 questions in chat box.
What is the figure of speech used here?
Actually, in some previous class, I asked sir that if it is they are like pretty ugly or pretty annoying. Sir said that this is a little bit American style of figure of speech, and we generally use it as adjective. Like pretty is also an adjective. So
Pretty here is not an adjective. This is an
but
adverb.
yes, I
It's an
understand
adverb
that.
of degree.
Yes, but it's
Yeah.
sir actually told me that this is not in figure of speech example. We generally don't use this kind of example. But in one PYQ, I found this question that is from 2024 May session. Both the
Ma'am, I think
questions,
Pretty ugly.
personification is not there. It cannot be personification or simile.
No, no,
It
no.
can
This
be
is an example of an oxymoron.
oxymoron.
Yes, I wrote that thing, but I'm not sure about it. That's why I asked.
You're not
Okay.
sure about it. So this is okay. So if this is PYQ, then you don't get the answers. Yeah, pretty
Yes.
ugly. This is an example of an oxymoron.
Okay. And next one, I wrote it as apparently we cannot reject their proposal for their merger.
We cannot reject their proposal for the merger.
But
Apparently,
answer was
we cannot-
all of this.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
figures
I
of
think
speech have
all of
not been.
those, all the options could go, right? You could say apparently firstly or at the same time. I don't think anything can be kept out. All of these could be the answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how to figure this out? Like
So you just need to see all of them have been given adverbial functions. They're all performing the function of an adverb. So
yes, correct.
if it makes sense for you to say any of these, so you can say firstly we cannot reject their proposal. Apparently we cannot reject that. So if it is giving you a feasible meaning, then anything that gives you feasible meaning should be okay. We don't have to keep anything out which can actually give you a working meaning. So all the three apparently, firstly, at the same time, all the three could give you that they're meaningful constructions. So it should be okay.
Okay, thank you.
And people asking for the number of questions, it's 40, guys. Although it shouldn't matter to you how many, but still, since you asked 40. Mansi, you have a question? Hold on. Mansi. Yeah.
Ma'am, I'm sending some 2 words. How are those pronounced?
What are these words?
Actually, I was solving some PYQs in that I got these 2 words.
I don't know. They don't look like okay. There's some kind of a T or something.
Yes, that T passage is there in that they are telling that which one is odd one out. So I thought,
which one is?
Is
Sorry?
it of some pronunciation? Of the T, there is a passage on T. So in that this question was there and these words were given and told that which is odd one out. So I thought, is it related something to the pronunciation of these words?
If they're asking about the pronunciation, we can give you the pronunciation, but please confirm if that is the question that it is asking. So it should be oolong or something. Last one, the sound oolong. And the
Okay,
second one I am not very familiar with, but I can check and let you know. What is that again?
sorry. It's what should I tell you?
No. I'm looking at the second word that you had typed.
That is SOUCHONG.
Okay. Got it. Just a moment. So the other one is oolong, and I think all of these are names of something. This one is souchong, oolong and souchong.
Okay. Ma'am, is there a
Please check.
negative
So
marking?
once again, where did you find this? This is PYQ.
Yes, I was solving PYQs. In that,
Huh.
there was a passage in that these
Hmm.
words were there, and in the
Okay.
questions they gave 4 words, 2 words and one and two other, and
Huh.
they told find the odd one out. So
Find the odd one out. Val. Oh, okay. I think we'll figure it out later. I don't know if it is from this run or the previous.
Yes.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
figures of speech have not been covered in any of the lectures till week 5. So will they be asked in the exam?
Which one? Figures of speech.
Yes, ma'am.
Which batch are you from? English 1 or 2?
English 1 qualifier.
English 1 doesn't have that. This is for English 2.
Okay.
Ma'am, and negative marking is there in quiz 1?
No, I guess. No, there's no negative mark. Yeah, any other questions? Phrase it takes two to tango means. So a lot of I see in the chat section, there are a lot of questions that you could simply find it out by yourself. There are too many word meaning questions. So meanings of the phrase and all of that. So it takes two to tango. What does it mean, Lakshya? So anyone who can answer that, there's a question on it takes two to tango. What does that phrase mean?
Ma'am, I could not search by. I am solving a PYQ question from Practice English 1 questions 2025. There are 2 options only. So I randomly guess a option and then I choose the right one. But how the correct sense of this phrase?
You, if you have marked an answer, you must have had something in there, right? So even otherwise, I mean, this is like a very simple phrase. It takes two to tango.
Ma'am, actual 2 to tango, I could not understand, ma'am.
No, definitely not, because this is idiomatic in nature, which means you're not going to look at the literal meaning, right?
Yes, ma'am.
See, this phrase is generally used. You can use it either in a negative way or a positive, to refer to a negative thing or a positive thing. But this phrase is generally used to refer to situations when you want to, where you want to show shared responsibility of something, right? You say that the consequence was was a result of or something was a result of the shared responsibility. So that is the point. That could be a negative thing or a positive thing, but whatever has happened, the consequence is because of the shared responsibility of the parties involved. That's what it means. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So it basically sticks the responsibility to all the parties or both the parties. If it's two, then both. Then if there are more than two, also the same thing would apply. The same thing applies because in phrases like this or idioms and phrases, we do not go for the literal meaning. It's always idiomatic meaning. So even though it says it takes two to tango, this is a situation that can be applicable where multiple parties are involved, not just two parties, right? So it points out to the shared responsibility of each of the party involved in something. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, others, any question? Type of questions, if you have looked at the graded assignments and the mock particularly, which I think was released 2 days ago or something, the pattern of questions are very similar to that.
Ma'am, relation between the words exigency and emergency.
What is it? Relation between exigency and emergency. I didn't get your question. Could you please repeat?
Ma'am, what's the relation between the two words exigency and emergency?
I don't know. Where is this question from? Could you please refer us to the question? I have a feeling this is an incomplete question.
मैम इट्स अ सिनोनियम टाइप क्वेश्चन बट जैसे कि एक क्वेश्चन के दो भाग होते हैं, मतलब एक वर्ड के दो भाग बना के हम कर सकते हैं एमर और जेंसी, ऐसे कुछ जैसे कि हम केमिस्ट्री में करते हैं आइसोमेरिज्म, आइसोमर मींस सेम. देयर इज अ रिलेशन बिटवीन एक्सी वर्ड एंड एमर वर्ड.
I'm sorry, I don't get your question yet. Can you find out that question and maybe post in the chat so that I have a better view of it?
Okay,
Lida, this question is from nowhere. He is generally asking this question, if this can be split into two parts. Who asked this question? Anurag?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's your name?
Lakshya, sir.
Lakshya. So these two words cannot be split. They are not mixed of two different morphemes. These two words cannot be split into two parts. That will be the answer to your question. You understand?
Okay, sir.
Where did you get this question?
Sir, I didn't remember, sir.
You did
I
not
solved
remember?
it actually yesterday, sir.
Say it again.
And sir, I solved this question yesterday, but I don't remember from where I took this question.
Okay. All right. Well, the answer to your question is exigency, emergency, these words, though parts of these words sound similar, they cannot be split into two parts.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, go ahead.
Ma'am, I have dash interest in sports. This fill in the blank will be filled by some or a little.
I have dash interest in sports.
Some or a little.
I think this could be a little interest. I think both should go.
That depends on the context. One is negative, the other is positive.
Sir, a little is positive and some is negative.
Little is negative.
A little is negative.
Okay.
It depends on how we say this sentence, in what context we say. If I say I have some interest in cricket, I have some interest in sports, so I am expressing my understanding, my own understanding about its sports in a positive way. Whereas if I say I have little interest in sports, that means it's just that I am not saying in a harsh way, I am not saying that I have no interest in cricket or I hate sports or cricket. I don't want to say it in harsh way. Similar sentiments I express with this negative term. I have little interest in sports.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sure. Anything else, guys? Go ahead.
Sir, in week 3, I studied it, exigency and emergency. I think in lecture videos, sir.
Sorry, say it again.
Sir, in week 3, exigency and emergency example is taken. There I studied it.
So in what context are these examples given?
Synonyms, sir.
So they may be synonyms, but they cannot be. You are saying, can we split it in two parts?
Sir, like a word isomerism and just ki iso has a particular meaning same.
In this word, these two words may be synonyms to one another, but one part of this word has no meaning.
Okay, sir.
Understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. And in the video where we have explained this, we are not saying one part has some meaning. Did we say that?
No, sir.
Correct.
Sir, there is a word collocation, welcome change. Sir, how these words are joined together? Welcome change. Sir, word collocation.
What is that welcome change?
Sir, how welcome is related to change means welcome is ahead of change. Just
I don't understand your question.
like eccentric behavior, scenic view. Likewise, welcome change.
Okay. So what's the problem?
Sir, what it means, sir? Welcome change. How these words are combined.
Still unable to understand your question.
I think he's asking how are welcome and change associated with each other. So this is a word collocation.
Okay.
That pair is in collocation. His question is how they are together, if I have understood him right. So Lakshya, see, word collocations are usually pairs in all languages that frequently occur together. Okay, so there's no rule that or there's no reason to why that happens. In popular literature or even in conversations, there are pairs that always co-occur. That is, they appear together. So welcome change is one such pair in English, right? So other examples would be a victory lap or profusely bleeding or profusely sweating. So you have one word in this pair and you can automatically guess the second one, which is why they are in collocation. They are in a collocated pair. Okay.
So one doubt I have, abstract noun versus adjective, I have a little bit doubt. Like stupidity is a noun, but mental, we are saying that's an adjective, and slowness is a noun. So this words, I am having a little bit of doubt. They're abstract noun or adjective? Sir, I think you're not audible.
Sir, you're muted, sir.
Yeah, you will have these doubts until you understand nouns and adjectives with clarity. Slowness, say it again. What are the words that are nouns?
Stupidity and slowness are
Okay.
nouns, whereas mental is adjective.
Okay, so it depends on the uses. Okay, slowness, stupidity is not good. Understand? In this sentence, stupidity is a noun.
Yes.
So there are many words which can belong to different categories, and it depends on their uses.
Sir, so we can also say mental problems are a big issue in India.
Absolutely.
So noun, this is a noun, mental.
No, mental problems is a noun. Total phrase is a noun phrase. Mental problems. In that phrase, mental is adjective to noun.
And for example, in a informal way, many mentals are admitted to the hospitals. If we can say this.
We mean many mental patients.
Yes. Okay.
When we say many mentals, we mean many mental patients. Okay, and even if we want to say mentals, many mentals, we can say that as a noun. There is no problem.
So here it is behaving like a noun.
Of course, it is behaving like a noun.
There is no specific criteria that this is noun. Sometimes it
You
can
are,
be
you
used.
are looking for a specific criteria as a rule to memorize. There is no such thing.
No rule.
In
Okay.
language. It depends on the uses. The uses are, there are rules. It's not that there is no rule. The rules are, if you can pluralize the word mental, then it's a noun.
Okay, sir.
In any sentence, if you can use a word that can be pluralized, then it's a noun.
So it's depend fully on usage.
Of course, it is dependent on uses.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, there is no list of a separate category that these words are nouns and these words are adjectives and these words are verbs. Rita, go ahead. I'll join in a moment.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
And
Other
ma'am,
question?
meanwhile is only a what we say?
Conjunction.
Conjunction, sorry. So
Okay.
it's a conjunction, not an adverb, right?
Yeah, it is a conjunction, but meanwhile could also act as a sentence adverb. If it appears at the beginning of the sentence,
Yes.
sometimes it can also be used as a sentence adverb. But
Yes.
otherwise, it is functionally a conjunction.
For referring to time, if we consider adverb.
Yeah, that's right. Right. Okay, others? Questions?
Hello, ma'am. May I
Yeah,
ask
yeah.
a question?
Yeah, sure. Go.
Ma'am, it's a fill in the blank question.
Huh.
The sentence is neither of them blank prepared to help the old woman cross the road. And the options are were, is, was, and are. So, ma'am, which of them is the most appropriate?
Which of them dash prepared to
Help the old woman cross the road.
And the options are were, are, and
Were, are, is, and was.
so it definitely cannot be either of them. So them, right? So you already have. But there's a choice there. Neither of them was prepared.
Ma'am, it could be was.
Yeah, no, I was asking if the options had is, was, were, and are.
Yes, ma'am.
All the four, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a subject verb agreement question. So first thing you need to understand is whether your subject is singular or plural. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So when you have either or, neither nor, you basically are referring to one among the given choice, right? So which means your subject is singular in all the cases, whether that's either or neither nor. There is a choice, but the reference is only to one among the two, right? So then the answer has to be is or was, right? So if it is in present tense, so neither of them, repeat the sentence again, neither of them.
Neither of them, blank, prepared to help the old women cross the road.
Was prepared.
Okay.
Was prepared to help the old women cross the road, right? That's the.
Okay. So, ma'am, can is fit here?
Yeah, ideally it should also be possible there. You can either use is or was, depending on whether it is present or past. Actually, the usage is in participle form, so you can either say is or was. Both are correct.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Any other questions?
Ma'am, how can we find long vowels easily?
You can find them easily. You will have to have a point of comparison. So usually what we recommend is you should have at least a word for both the long and the short variation of the vowel prepared with you. So say for example, if it is oo, then you should have a word with oo and short oo and long oo for your reference. Okay. You should have basically a table prepared. You should have, by the way. This is week 1, right? So you should have already have, if not, you can do it now also. Have a table for the short and long, one word each for both. Use that as your reference. So whatever words you have in the exam, compare that word with the words that you have for the long and short. Okay. So you can do that compare and contrast, and then it will be easier for you to answer the question. Okay. So instead of depending on what you have in the exam, that could be difficult because they would be fresh for you there, and contrasting becomes a little difficult. So have your own set of words and then compare the word given in the exam with those two to see which one is it closer to. Okay.
Ma'am, one question. Ma'am, meaning of apparent is clear or something unclear?
Meaning of apparent. Apparent is not fully clear. Apparent basically means seemingly, looks like.
When suppose a word is given
Hmm.
and we don't know its pronunciation, then can we exactly make like find out what sounds it contain without knowing the pronunciation?
If you don't know the pronunciation, of course, it will be difficult. But yeah, that requires practice. You'll have to practice a bit, and practice not with words. You will have to listen to actual conversations and, yeah, basically you have to listen to conversations or even anything that is in the audio format in the target language. If you don't know the pronunciation, of course, it's difficult to, particularly with vowels. That problem doesn't happen with consonants as such.
Yes,
But vowels, yes, you will have to improve your listening skills in order to crack that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions?
Ma'am, is there any other meaning of the phrase look up to? One meaning is respect and admire.
Yeah, correct.
This is the only meaning, ma'am, for look up to phrase.
Look up to. Is this the only meaning?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that should be the most commonly used meaning of the phrase look up to. Look up to someone as in to admire someone or to
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
respect someone, etc.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ma'am, meaning of welcome, actual meaning of welcome change is what, ma'am?
Actual meaning of
Welcome change collocation.
welcome change means it's a change that is appreciated, something that is appreciated, something that is not loathed or something that is not expected. A welcome change means an expected and an appreciated change, something that people would accept and appreciate.
Okay.
Ma'am, where can we use possessive noun?
Where can you use possessive noun?
Yeah. What is possessive noun first?
What is possessive noun?
Mm.
Okay, possessive nouns whenever you need to show possession of something. Like, for example, in English, most commonly possession with proper nouns are shown by adding apostrophes to them, right? So if I say Sophia's book, so it shows that the book belongs to Sophia or the book is a possession of Sophia, right?
Okay.
Or another way is by using pronouns, right? Personal pronouns. So I can say the book is mine, the bag is hers.
Okay. Okay.
So there are two ways. One is by adding apostrophe to proper nouns. If it is a proper noun, you add apostrophe. If it is a personal pronoun, then you have these forms like mine, hers, his. Okay. Yeah. Others? Questions? Any?
Ma'am, a word student synonym is led or less. Ma'am, what's the actual pronunciation of these?
What is the question again?
Ma'am, synonym of student, led or less. Ma'am, these are new words to me.
Lad or las. What is the second word? Spell it out for me. Lad, I
L-A-D.
understand. What is the second one?
L-A-S-S.
L-A-S-S. Okay, it should be lad. Okay.
Ma'am, both words are given.
So lad and las, so the difference is between the gender. So if it's if you're referring to masculine gender, then you say lad. If it is feminine, then you say lass. Okay, that's the difference.
Okay.
The actual meaning would be when you want to refer to a young boy or a girl, right? People tend to use that word, but it's a very informal use of the words. Okay. Any more questions? Anyone? No?
No, ma'am.
Is that all? Nobody has any more questions?
Ma'am, when I am sending.
Yeah, what is it?
Ma'am, this one I sent just now.
Uh, the sound is a fricative glottal sound. It is glottal for
Yes.
sure. Yeah, it is
Yes.
fricative also. Yes, that's true.
It's true.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, the sounds of all the articulation, we have to remember it.
Well, if you've understood how the place of articulation and manner of articulation works, you don't have to remember. The IP symbols, definitely you don't have to. The other part, there is no need to remember. If you have understood how the place and the manner of articulation works, there's no need of remembering them.
Ma'am, fricative glottal, this one, you could please tell something about it.
What do you want me to say about it? You don't know what is fricative and glottal? You want
Yes.
a clarification on that?
Yes, yes.
So fricative sounds are usually, this is based on the manner of articulation of a particular sound in English. So if your given sound is a fricative, right? So the air is released through a very small construction. So you know that the speech sounds are produced when you exhale, right? The air has to be exhaled out of your oral cavity, right? From the lungs through your mouth. So while that exhalation happens, if the air is released through a very small constriction, that is a very small space, quickly, right? If you release air quickly through a very small space, then it is released with a friction. There's always a friction as it moves out. So this friction is heard as a hissing sound as you make these sounds. So sounds like f or v or s or z. As you produce these sounds, you can hear that hissing sound, right? That comes through the friction, because of the friction. So such kind of sounds are then referred to as fricatives in English, right? Fricative sounds. Because of the
Glottal.
manner in which. Glottal is basically a place of articulation. So if the sound is articulated at the glottis is located further down in your oral cavity near the pharynx region. So if the sound is articulated at the glottis because of the obstruction at glottis, right? When the air is stopped, then you call it glottis. Yeah, so her is that. You just need to observe. So if you, when you say her, we know that no other articulators in the oral cavity is in play there. Right? It
Yes.
comes straight from the initial upper regions. I mean, the first regions after the lungs, the air flows out of the lung. Somewhere near your pharynx and larynx is your glottis. So that is her glottal sound. So that's a place of articulation, and fricatives is basically the manner in which the air is released while you produce this. Okay.
It's not a whaler, because I was thinking first it was a whaler sound
No,
because
not wheeler. Not wheeler. Wheelers would be sounds like
okay. Yes.
right? The lower back of your tongue.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Sure, sure. Other questions?
Ma'am, a word sophisticated come many times in exams. Ma'am, what's the meaning, ma'am? It's
Sophisticated means polished or refined. Okay. Something that is refined or polished is called sophisticated. Serious. There are many word meanings to that. So something that is serious, refined, polished, all of that can be called sophisticated. Or something that is a result of a lot of experience, right? Something that has been produced out of someone's long-term experience. All that is called sophisticated. So when you say that the speech delivered sounded sophisticated, it means that it sounded like it was said by someone who was very well educated or was very well informed. That's what sophisticated. Okay. Yeah. Other questions, anyone? No, that's all.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, yes, go ahead.
Good evening, ma'am. Ma'am, use of, could you please explain some
What is it?
giving? Ma'am, could you please explain with some example to adverb or to?
No, I did not get your question. Example of what?
Ma'am, adverb ought to. Ma'am, OUGHT ought
Ought
to.
to. Ought
Yes,
to
ma'am.
is not an adverb, it's a modal verb.
Yes, ma'am, model verb.
Yeah, ought to. See, this modal verb is used to mean, to give people an option to choose or not. So if I say, you ought to listen to your friends, this is basically, it's like an advice. It functions more like the modal verb should. Okay.
Yes,
So when you say should, you are not issuing a compulsory advisory. This is more like a suggestion, right? So ought to is also used in that sense. So when I say you ought to listen to your friends, I basically mean you ought to, but your choice. You may or may not, right? That's your choice. So it functions very similar to the modal verb should. Okay. So it's not a necessity or an obligation, but it's more like a suggestion. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. In case of should, it is means it is sure that we have to follow. Means
No, should also is just an advice. So if I use should while I give instructions to people, it means it's not compulsory. There's no obligation or necessity. It's more like a
Yes,
suggestion. I'm giving someone an advice or a suggestion. So advice is not always mandatory, right? Advice is an advice. You may or may not accept the advice. So if you want the person to necessarily do something, then the modal verb you use is must. That
yes,
indicates
ma'am.
necessity and obligation. Okay.
Then, ma'am, in a particular sentence, how we can differentiate the use of should and ought to?
No, should and ought to, more or less, they're used in the same context. Ought to is a semi-modal construction. Should is like a core modal verb, and this one is like a semi-modal counterpart of that. Okay. So they can be used, they can be equally replaced in a sentence. It shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah,
Thank
they have
you.
similar functions. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure. Okay. If we have no more questions, then maybe we'll close for today.
Ma'am, one doubt only. One doubt.
Okay, go ahead.
Ma'am, two sounds. One sound is represented by V and one sound is represented by W in English. What's the difference in between, ma'am?
You mean V and V. You need to first stop saying V and W.
Yes, ma'am. For
Yeah. So the first sound is a labiodental sound, right? V as in van. And the second one is a bilabial sound as in world. Okay. So the first one, there is a use of both your lips and your teeth. The upper lip and your lower teeth. That's labiodental, van. VAN, van. Second one is bilabial. Both your upper and lower lip needs to be rounded as you produce that particular word sound, world. WORLD. This one is world. So one's labiodental, the other is bilabial. That's the difference. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see you again next week then. If no more questions, maybe we can wind up for today. And all the best for your exams. If you still have anything to be clarified, please write in the respective forums so that people can answer. All right. See you, everyone. Thank you.